This is the 1920s Emerson 45641 Longnose ceiling fan that I restored for my parents. This was their Christmas present this year. I bought this fan for $50 in St. Louis on Facebook Marketplace, and that's actually where they were made, in St. Louis in the 20s. This fan needed a complete strip and prime and repaint, rewired it. I also retrofitted this pull chain instead of the snap switch, which was completely toasted. So it's a plate in there and some standoffs and just a standard 3-speed pull chain mounted vertically. The brass in there kind of sets off I left these light fitter plugs raw brass instead of painting them. Yeah, this is just Krylon satin black spray paint. The blades were completely refinished. I had to strip off a bunch of white house paint and sand them smooth, and I matched up the sets with a kitchen scale, and they were just within a few grams of each other, paired across. So that worked out really well. You'll see how well balanced it is. So let's go ahead and start this fan up on high. It has just a bit of a startup sound, but kind of like the round noses, it's not kind of known for having a big noise when it turns on. Very strong. It's a 14-degree blade pitch, 56-inch span, long wooden blades on it. It's rated at 7,500 CFM, which is pretty strong. That's just like a touch above what you'd get with a Hunter, a 52-inch Hunter. Very well balanced. Now we'll go to medium. Slightest drop of medium. And then low. So low is still like a good 170, 180 possibly RPM. I'm going to get a KB Electronics 5 amp fan controller for the wall, and that's going to give it like an actual 50 or 60 RPM low. I want to get the low enough that it'll still reliably, well, I want to get the low enough that it looks, it can be used in wintertime. It's aesthetic, but not so low that it couldn't start on its own. That's kind of you have to find a balance with these shaded pole motors. But I'm thinking I'll get it around 50 or 60 RPM and it'll be pretty safe. But yeah, this fan is it's such a good fit for this room, and not just because there are other antiques in here, it's just the style of this house. Just kind of early Texan architecture. We've got this cash register here, and this peacock lamp, Victrola, it's so fitting in here. And I mounted it just a little bit low. It's not so low that you'll run into it. I'm 6'4" and I can walk under it, so it's okay. But I mean, coming in from the front door of the house, you can't miss it. It's right there and it's huge. But yeah, it really ties this room together. I just love it. But yeah, this was a great project, and it was really cool seeing how much my parents enjoyed it. And they definitely knew how much time I put into it. I showed them some pictures of the process and all that was involved. And it's kind of amazing that I restored this in my apartment. I painted it off my back patio and dried parts in my closet, and but it came together so well, and I'm really happy to see it up and running so well. So they like this so much that actually in my dad's study, he wanted an antique fan with a light, needs a light fitter. So one of my buddies has a bunch of 36-inch Emerson round nose ceiling fans with globe fitters, so I could fix one up here in the same satin black and put a real bright light bulb in that fitter with a big globe. It would look nice in here. These craft mades, this house was built in 1998, and we put in all these craft made ceiling fans, and they're okay for a while, but now they're all starting to hum, and they're starting to make some noise. So 20 years or so they're done, and this fan's going on 90, and it's just dead silent. You don't hear anything except the air movement. Such an awesome fan, makes a great statement. All right, guys. Hope to continue updating you with some of my projects. I might have another video soon on another Emerson fan and maybe some others that I've found recently that I'm going to be restoring. But yeah, until next time, I'll catch you later.